Hello there folks, my name is Great Mighty Poe, and welcome to another Elden Ring Reforged tutorial. Today's tutorial will cover the Jarburg Parkour Challenge. Alright, so this parkour challenge is a little bit different to the Castle Morn Parkour Challenge, in that instead of using your own jumping powers, it's going to use Torrent's jumping powers, so this one can be a little bit trickier, I've found. It is optional, once again. All it will net you is a single rune piece. I say optional very loosely though, so at the start of the game, one of the options you had was Adventure Mode. If you selected Adventure Mode, and you've come down to Jarburg and you've touched the Site of Grace, then this route is your only way out of Jarburg. That may change in the future, but for now, if you're an Adventure Mode player, the Parkour Challenge is your only way out of Jarburg. It's a little bit rough, I know, but that is just how Adventure Mode rolls. Awesome. So, first things first, clear your runes. You don't want to have any runes you care about, so spend them, level up, go grind some other stuff, maybe craft some of the holding runes. You really do not want to have your runes trapped in this challenge and lose them. That can be incredibly frustrating. So spend your runes. Next, Torrent. A lovable steed. So a lot of the time with Torrent, myself and other people I've seen, when they jump to Torrent, they will tap B and then jump, because logically you would assume that putting more momentum into your jump would make you jump further. That is not the case with Torrent. This is the most important piece of advice I ever learnt, and it was by complete chance, is that Torrent, if you just move forward a little bit, will jump the same distance. So it doesn't matter how fast you're going when you start the jump. As long as you've got just that little bit of momentum, you can jump that full distance, which is really, really nice to know. Next thing to know is Torrent's ISO. So, a lot of the time with Torrent, when you land, you'll sort of slide forward a bit. That's because you're holding the stick forward. So, when you land with Torrent, you're going to want to just release stick just before you land, so Torrent stands nice and still. That can be a pretty hard habit to get into, but that is the only real way I've found to prevent the slidiness with Torrent, so you don't slide off the ledge. So, those two things, the jump distance and the slidiness, remember those, should be okay. So this is where the challenge is. So unfortunately it is quite dark, so I can't really show it very well at the moment, just the nature of this area. But you can sort of see the subtle glow up there. That's the exit up there. So we go from this one to this one, over to where my runes are, then there's a tombstone there, you go underneath it, and then up over to that one, and back up on top of this one, and over there, and the tombstone there we can't even see, and up and out. Unfortunately, just with how the lighting is at the moment, I can't see very well, so that you guys see very well as well, unfortunately. I am really tired right now. So, let's get into this first jump, because this first jump is probably the most difficult. It is the most inconsistent, at least, I have found. So, I couldn't get Torrent to line up properly there. Again, very consistent horse. Love him. You're going to want to line up with this line, because you're going to want to sort of jump this way, aiming for the line on the other tombstone there. But this one is very inconsistent, I have found. Sometimes you'll make it, sometimes you won't, and you'll never understand why. So, yeah. So just move forward and jump. And you can see I made it, and then Torrent bounced back and fell. As I said, very inconsistent this one. Maybe we'll get some brightness and I'll be able to actually see properly. That would help. Oh, hey, it is a little bit brighter. Hey, that's nice. But yeah, that first jump is very, very finicky. If you do complain about it on the Discord though, the mod author will respond with a clip of him doing it perfectly 10 times in a row, just to prove to you how consistent it is, when it's really not. But yeah, line yourself up. And there we go. I felt like I was going to fall there and I didn't. That's what I meant by inconsistent, and you just can't tell. This next jump, much the same. Line yourself up. Make sure to release that stick as you land once again, because if you don't, you'll slide forward this one. That's very frustrating. This is another tricky jump, getting around this tombstone up onto that one. So try and follow what I do, but it can just more be about just feeling out the jump yourself. Might take you a few attempts to get that. And I didn't jump quite high enough there. Well, I think I jumped a little bit too late, so I didn't make it. So something by feeling it out, it's like you have to just get used to. You are gonna die a few times doing this. Like I have to stress that enough. It is quite frustrating. I've been making recording attempts at this for well, over an hour and a half at this point. Just trying to get an attempt where I don't die too much to the same jumps over and over again, because I don't want to stress the same things over and over again. So hopefully I'll make this jump, otherwise this recording dies. And it'll be incredibly sad. Oh boy, that was close. Okay, back over to here. Lovely. And let's try this again. And I told you, that is very, very tight, that one as well. I even bumped my head there and I still somehow made it. Awesome. So this next one, pretty simple. Jump forward, jump back. Lovely. And then this next one, really need to stress that letting go of the stick, because otherwise Torrent will slide off, so. And you can see that we are precariously on the edge, so you're going to want to jump and then jump back. That is the best way I've found to realign yourself properly. And then facing the cliff here is perfectly fine, because you can just jump up to here, nice and safely. Trying to get Torrent to line up properly. On this one, easy jump over to here, lovely. And now we can climb our way out of here. I think we can jump up here even. And we can jump here. And I'm going to get off Torrent, just to be doubly sure. And I'm just going to walk right off and nab that rune piece. Lovely. So that's the rune piece. And then drop down here. And you're back into the main part of Leonia. And if you want to be, if you're in adventure mode, you really want to get a Site of Grace as quickly as possible so you don't die. Right over here is the Current Study Hall. Just run in here and nab that Grace. And you're now safe. You're free from Jarburg. Until you need to go back for whatever reason for like DLS quest. But hey, now you've done it once, sure you can do it again. Awesome. Right, so I hope this tutorial has helped you. And hopefully this will ease some of the frustrations of people I've seen on the Discord, because this is a particularly tricky jump. Or particularly tricky set of jumps. There's multiple jumps there. And hopefully you can get that rune piece. And yeah. So, once again, I thank you very much for watching, and I hope the tutorial has helped you. And yeah, once again, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all again next time. Take care, guys. Have a good one.